The hypotenuse of a 45, 45, 90 triangle is 7 radical 2. What is the length of one leg of the triangle? So you really should memorize the pattern of a 45, 45, 90 triangle and a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Let's look at those two patterns really quickly right now. So here is a 45, 45, 90 triangle. And here is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Okay, now write this down. For a 30, 60, 90 triangle, you have a short leg, a long leg, and then the hypotenuse. It's all about the short leg. Always start with the short leg, so we will call that x. If you know the short leg, which will be across from the 30, then you can use that to know the hypotenuse, because the hypotenuse will be double that. And then you can use it to find the long leg, because the long leg is the short leg times radical 3. Memorize this pattern. Okay, so by this example, by this pattern, if I told you that the short leg was 7, then you would know that the hypotenuse is double that, so the hypotenuse would be 14, and the long leg would be the short leg times radical 3, so 7 radical 3. Now the pattern for a 45, 45, 90 triangle is it's always an isosceles triangle, as you can tell because these are base angles. So the two legs, we can call them both x. And then the hypotenuse is x radical 2. The length of the leg times radical 2. Okay, so for example, here's another 45, 45, 90 triangle. If I told you that this was 5, then that means that the other leg is 5, and the hypotenuse will be 5 radical 2. Okay, write this down. So if this is a 45, 45, 90 triangle, then these two sides are equal, and they even mark them for us. But then the hypotenuse should be x radical 2. Well, you can see that x must be 7, because we have 7 radical 2, and the hypotenuse is x radical 2. Okay, so the x must be 7. So that means that these two, the two legs, must be 7. Because then we'd have 7, 7, and 7 radical 2, which fits the pattern of x, x, x radical 2. So the answer is the first one, 7 units.